What's good, y'all? What is good, y'all? So that y'all have an amazing Saturday. So I wanted to come on here. This probably gonna be a little short live or whatever. Um, so Peach McIntyre has decided to become a gossip page allegedly with a commentary page as she updates the world on CJ So Cool and tied to her new relationship and stress how important it is for single moms to not be disparaded. So, how do y'all feel about Peach McIntyre make a gossip page? I don't know if she's gonna do it on YouTube or what. But here's the thing about Peach McIntyre. Certain things she be saying is true, and some things that she said her mouth is kind of mean sort of way. But I want y'all to hear what Peach McIntyre had to say about Ty Taylor and CJ So Cool's relationship. Okay, but before I get to that, now people was kind of upset that Ty had let CJ meet Favor, her daughter. They was not happy about it at all. So she did went off on some people on TikTok last night, and she didn't like how people was, what I'm saying, getting her business when it comes to her relationship with CJ and her daughter. So she was going off, what I'm saying? So I don't know if y'all saw that clip, but I do have a little audio on my live yesterday. So y'all want to listen to Peach McIntyre had to say, so I'm going to let y'all listen. But let's go ahead and get to it. And I'm going to move on to being a gossip page. A commentary page. Maybe that's better. I'm going to be like Tasha K, but I ain't going to get sued. Well, okay, even if I get sued, they ain't going to win. Anyways, today we're going to talk about Ty Taylor and CJ. Thank. What's up, brother? I'm not getting no restrictions, so I'm not putting her on tape. Peach Patch. For those of you who aren't already aware, TikTok is an extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? Strict platform. So if you put kids in the camera, especially if they're by themselves, you'll get restricted. So it's best to not gamble and put a kid in the camera. I recommend no kids on TikTok, 18 and up only. That's what I recommend. But that's why he said that, for those of you who are a little lost. What you want, girl? What said you want me? I want you. What's up? For those of you who don't know who CJ So Cool is, he was once one of the biggest deals on YouTube. Gregory McKay looked up to him like he was always on the TV screen in our home. He has over 9 million YouTube subscribers. But he sold his YouTube page for like $1 million at one time. Yes, I sold over half, 70% of CJ So Cool's royalties, and I did receive income for that. And he was supposed to repay a loan. I don't think he ever got to paying that loan off. But he made a second page, and that page is kind of flopping. Moving forward, you all should understand that I'm gonna move on to being a gossip page. A commentary page. Maybe that's better. I'm gonna be like Tasha K, but I ain't gonna get sued. Well, okay, even if I get sued, they ain't gonna win. Anyways, today we're gonna talk about Ty Taylor and CJ. Thank. What's up, brother? I'm not getting no restrictions, so I'm not putting her on tape. Peach Patch. For those of you who aren't already aware, TikTok is an extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? Strict platform. So if you put kids in the camera, especially if they're by themselves, you'll get restricted. So it's best to not gamble and put a kid in the camera. I recommend no kids on TikTok, 18 and up only. That's what I recommend. But that's why he said that, for those of you who are a little lost.
What you want, girl? She said she want me. I want you. Murder, one time.
For those of you who don't know who CJ So Cool is, he was once one of the biggest deals on YouTube. Gregory McKay looked up to him like he was always on the TV screen in our home. He has over 9 million YouTube subscribers. But he sold his YouTube page for like $1 million at one time.
Yes, I sold over half, 70% of CJ So Cool's royalties, and I did receive income for that.
And he was supposed to repay a loan. I don't think he ever got to paying that loan off. But he made a second page, and that page is kind of flopping.
Moving forward, if I create a new page, I will, of course, be more motivated to, because I will own 100% of that. Once I sold 70% of my royalties, I realized at the time it was a good idea, but obviously moving forward, I felt like it wasn't the best idea.
But YouTube is hard for everybody right now, except a few niches, but we'll talk about that another time. YouTube is the hardest platform right now. It's so hard. TikTok is easy. I do recommend for my content creators watching this live, you get on TikTok. Anywho, CJ So Cool was with royalty with her 3 kids, which was, oh my God, what was them damn her name? Carnation, God, I cannot think of Leon. What's the oldest little girl name? Jalea. There we go. With royalty 3 kids from her first baby daddy. And he met royalty in a nightclub, if my memory serves me right.
How did y'all two meet? Okay, well, we met at Saturday Club in Las Vegas.
And she was in a nightclub with her mama.
I did not see this girl. Matter of fact, I didn't see her. I'm not gonna lie. Her mom seen me. No, her mom seen me. I didn't see her. Well, I kind of seen her, but it was because she got my attention. You know, what's up? And then she was like, my daughter. I'm like, hold on. Rephrase everything you just said, because I was just looking all at you, and you said my daughter. So now I'm looking for this little kid. Right? It was her. She's like a little royalty.
And then he ended up moving in with them and all that stuff. He stayed home with the kids. He potty trained Carnation. There's literally videos on him talking about potty training Carnation and all that kind of stuff. They were a great family. He was a great stepdad.
Nice. I like kids. I really like kids. And when I seen that she had 3 kids, she was so young, I'm like, you need help. I need me. You need me because you need help. You have your kids, and this is just not going to work with you.
And I was taking care of my kids by myself. All 3 of them by myself.
Like, it was no lie. She was holding it down.
So him being good with kids is something that we all know. He had a kid channel. Kids loved him. So this is normal.
You want some juice? Just help me be able. Want some juice? You got boo-boo? Wait, I think she said boo-boo. Hold on, that's not my job. Murder.
Each patch, as you can see, CJ picks up favor. Him and Ty, I don't know how long they have been officially dating. I want to say it's probably been about a month, but I'm not certain. Y'all help me down below in the comments. How long have they been together? In the meantime, the internet is upset. They feel like, number one, Ty should not have favor around CJ. He's a new man. They just really met him for real on this kind of level. Yeah, they met in the past, but on a personal relationship kind of level, they're just meeting. Also, him picking her up and then saying she said boo-boo, and he said that's not his job, and Ty looking crazy. It's like, girl, you shouldn't have a man picking up your daughter, and he's not her dad, especially after the allegations that royalty children stated.
Just know that I'm very proud of Jalea for her strength and her courage, for even saying anything, because it's victims out there that take this to the grave.
Even though those allegations are supposedly false on CJ's end.
Yeah, we're not doing that. You're
not going to do the back and forth.
But royalty holds on to their truth.
We're not going to do the back and forth.
What the hell?
I don't know. Comment down below what y'all think about that.
She said, I want you. When I picked her up, I think she said boo-boo.
Did you smell her?
I did not smell her. That's not my job. No, I didn't smell her. I didn't smell her. But her apple was fat.
I always talk about single motherhood, and I talk about being a side bitch, having babies, and how children pay for the sins of their fathers and their mammies too. We have this child whose name is Favor, right? I love the name. The child whose name is Favor, who has a dad. Her dad is ATO Jacob.
I always, during pregnancy, of course, I told her, like, I don't want to deal with her. I said from the jump, I don't agree with her having a baby. And she always knew that.
Who does not want anything to do with her. He did not want her. He even told the mama to go find a good stepdad.
Let's fast forward to when she had the baby, because basically during the pregnancy, I always told her, like, I don't agree with it. You should find you a man that's going to love you and the baby, be a great stepdad, great role model, whatever. I always told her that, I was never no hang-ass nigga, never one of those. I've always told her that. She'll even say this. I always told her, like, make sure you got you a good nigga that can love you and that baby and everything. Like,
so now we have Ty, somebody who was once the creme de la creme. Her YouTube used to do well. It's not doing well anymore. YouTube is hard for everybody, by the way. For those of you who don't know, it's only a few niches. We'll get into that. That's her mom. And her mom made a way on TikTok, but now to have the opportunity to date CJ So Cool, and he looks good from the outside looking in, right? But we keep seeing him on live, and it's not that good.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did.
From the outside looking in, it looks like CJ is a millionaire, but he's not. But that's what it looks like. It looks like he has 9 million YouTube subscribers, so he's doing well on YouTube, but he's not. The numbers reflect that he's not. But once again, YouTube is hard. CJ So Cool. He has 9,150,000 YouTube subscribers, 2,200 YouTube videos. In the last 30 days, though, he only dropped 39 videos and only gained 6.8 million views. Imagine that, having 9 million subscribers, but only gaining 6,800,000 views. Is it starting to click as into why he's now on TikTok? And in Ty's mind, they can be like the next power couple, and she can prove that men want her. She's not just a professional side bitch. He's claiming her.
Why are you so excited?
Because I always wanted to do this.
You're weird.
I always wanted my man to tell me get in my clothes.
But the entire time he's claiming her, he is emotionally abusing her, and he's bringing down her value and self-esteem.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did.
Also, that's what her baby daddy did. Having a baby by a man and he does not stay, it causes resentment for the child. I always speak about this. I've lived this lifestyle. My mom hated me because of who my father was. My daddy allegedly had 8 other women pregnant while my mom was pregnant with me, and he lived in the same house as my mom. So the cuts are deep, guys, and I feel like how you feeling about your baby when it's in your womb, it comes into fruition. Unfortunately, it creates desperation where you can't see the red flags, even though everybody around you can see them. We can all look and say, oh, this is not a good relationship. He using you for a comeback. He don't even like you.
You brought all the heat. Like, my life was good. Thank you for the gifts. I see the gifts. My life was good. Like, especially on live. Like, my first week on live, I was number 2 in the world. Now, I get with you, I can't make it back because they hate me now.
I told you that hoe was a destiny swapper.
Damn.
Stop doing that. Because you know that's not true. I made your life better.
No, you made my life better, but you made my life worse.
I made your life phenomenal. Phenomenal. I think that we saw this before Peach Batch.
My life is phenomenal. Real life is better than ever before, but my life.
And we all could look and say, oh, her parenting needs to be better. She's not a good parent right now. He is not with my daughter by himself. So what are y'all talking about?
No, who said that?
Because then if I wouldn't have got my daughter and I would have just stayed with him, oh, you're a deadbeat. You don't have your child. You went and got with CJ. Now you've never got your child. Then I got the daughter. Why are you letting a man around your daughter? Like, leave me the fuck alone. And she knows that it's true, but she's thinking she's solving the problem, like many of you guys. And this is how your children become victims. You think that you hit the jackpot. You got a man that's willing to come in and accept you and your children or your child. Look at Royalty's situation. She had 3 children, CJ comes in knight in shining armor, and then once the relationship falls apart, we're saying that maybe he wasn't a knight in shining armor. Maybe he was a bad guy. We don't know. We weren't there, right? But based on what came out, got to be careful. Based on these red flags we seeing from him hitting her in the face.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Telling her food nasty, talking about her every second, even calling her a bad mom as a joke.
Go feed her. I am, twin. It's only 2 minutes on the clock. Y'all like act like somebody a bad parent. I'm not tired. Okay? I'm just saying.
These are all red flags, but unfortunately, hindsight is always 2020. When we're in something, we can't truly see it. We don't want to believe it. Ty Taylor just wants to feel chosen publicly because her baby daddy didn't choose her.
During pregnancy, of course, I told her, like, I don't want to deal with her. I said from the jump, I don't agree with her having a baby. And she always knew that.
And she's also trying to give her baby the stepdaddy that her baby daddy, ATL Jacob, said that she needed.
So make sure you got you a good nigga that can love you and that baby and everything.
However, you also put your kids at risk. So many times women get into these type of relationships, and that's how their children become victims. Okay? Also, CJ Soku did the proper thing. He said, that's not my job. And it's not.
I picked her up and she said, boo-boo. Did you smell her? I did not smell her. That's not my job.
She shouldn't even be asking the man, did you smell her? The fuck you want this man to smell your daughter? That's not his daughter. 4, even knowing his history, even if it was lies.
You want to move on?
Everything over something so petty, so little, so small.
What's little over SA allegations? There's nothing little over that. You want to treat it like it was...
Come on now. Statistical data shows that stepfathers have a higher probability of violating children. Not always. I had a phenomenal stepdad, 2 of them. Really about 9, if we being honest. My mom was a hoe. But
damn, yeah. Call you like that, my gosh.
So
this is wrong.
In situations like this. Great job to CJ Soku for reminding her, that's not my job.
Wait, I think she said boo-boo. Hold on, that's not my job.
In Peach Patch, I will be doing many more videos like this. So, buckle up.
We losing?
Ty Taylor still didn't go smell her own baby, nor change her. You all should understand that.
Okay, so how do y'all feel about Peach McIntyre finna be a gossip page? I don't know if she's gonna do it on Instagram or she's going to do it on YouTube. But I mean, I don't know, but I think Peach McIntyre need to focus on her husband and her 9 kids, because what I be hearing rumors about how her husband been doing her, and she don't have no room to talk about nobody at all, period. But at the end of the day, if CJ and Ty is happy, so be it. If Ty baby dad said they go find Say stepdaddy, and that's what Ty did, but she got to understand that she still needs to be careful with CJ, because every time CJ make a joke or say anything, he throw shade, and then he say, "Oh, I'm just playing." No, CJ be dead ass serious. So you know what I'm saying, those red flags there. You know what I'm saying. Now Peach, but Ty, she do say some true shit, but some stuff she be saying, it be fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But how do y'all feel about she's going to be doing reaction on people's relationship and all this? But I think Peach need to stay focused on her relationship. But it was a lot of drama with on TikTok. A lot of drama on TikTok. And I was telling CJ last night that he needs to go back doing YouTube. The reason why I say he need to go back do YouTube, because YouTube is best for him. I don't think TikTok is best for him, because as of right now, these people is frying his ass like potato in the comments. When I tell you, it's a lot of drama on TikTok. If TikTok is not for him, he's actually drained because I could tell that he actually drained because last night he was frustrating. He was like, y'all not gonna see me no more on here and all this and that third. He was kind of mad, and then something happened with Ty Taylor's sister. She had lost the battle on TikTok, and so Trinity said that she did not want her family to gift her. So some dude named Dre went off on Ty and said that I don't like when you and CJ together. He said I hate y'all being together, whatever. It got ugly. So you know what I'm saying, like, and then you got Yana. And I think Yana is jealous of CJ and Ty's relationship, even though it might be fake or not, alleged. But I could tell that Yana is kind of jealous of Ty because CJ did ask Yana, can she be his girl or whatever? But it was just for content. Now I don't know if CJ really digging Ty for real or they just for the money, but it's other YouTubers saying that it's for contract. That's what they saying, it's for a contract. But CJ so called say that him and Ty is married now, alleged. So I don't know. But what do y'all guys think? Should Peach, okay, I'm gonna say he's too grown for some of the stuff. Right, he is too grown to some of the stuff. Right. But it's just it's just that CJ, he get his ego in the way. You know what I'm saying? He gets upset because like last night he told Ty that she messed up his career. How can Ty mess up your career? And Ty was like, no, you had the kids, you had did a show or whatever. She's like, why you blaming on me? Basically, she's saying, why you blaming on me? You know what I'm saying? And CJ kids does not have to do with anything what she's saying. So I don't understand why Ty say that the kids was basically she trying to say the kids was in his way. You gotta understand Royalty and CJ got kids together. You know what I'm saying? I didn't appreciate that Ty said all that last night on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? The kids never been in the way. Basically she trying to say they in the way. So CJ was saying basically he was saying that she messing up his career. But then he turned around and said that Kamari, his daughter, his oldest daughter, put him on TikTok. Okay. And I don't think that kids not supposed to be on TikTok. I think they had changed the rules or whatever. I'm not for sure of that before they had changed YouTube, not YouTube, I'm sorry, TikTok over to United States or whatever alleged. So I don't know. But my thing is like Ty need to be focused on her kids. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't need to be worrying about um how CJ do with his kids or whatever. I didn't like how she said that, you know what I'm saying, but he supposed to be there with his kids. It don't matter if he scream doing streams or doing YouTube, whatever. He has the right to be there with his children. It doesn't matter if he don't stream all the time or if he wanted to stream on his YouTube or TikTok, whatever. You gotta understand he's a dad. He's a single father, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he's gonna be with his kids regardless. It don't matter what female he dates or whatever, them kids gonna be there regardless. So sometimes females just need to be mindful who they date. If you don't want to be with a man that has kids, don't date them at all. You know what I'm saying? Just my point of say. You know what I'm saying? But back to Trinity, her sister. CJ and Trent, I think they had a little disagreement or whatever. Um, so CJ had stepped in, and the dude Dre, Ty's friend, I think that's Ty's friend, and he said that, and which he's telling the truth. He was saying that that's not CJ's sister. Like, why is he in it? Like, sometimes CJ he get overboard, and sometimes these people are Aries, and I don't have nothing against Aries, but sometimes Aries they put their 2 cents in stuff that should not be in. You know what I'm saying? And CJ he's a hard headed person, and you can't tell him nothing because he's Aries. You can't tell him shit. So CJ think that he could just be bossy and talk to people in a kind of way. No, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You in somebody else's house. You in somebody else's business that don't need to be certain to you. You're not supposed to say anything. If Ty and her sister are arguing or anything, he always certain his stuff in it. And that's what the problem with certain Aries. I'm not saying all Aries is like that, but he putting his mouth in a conversation that don't supposed to be in at all. That's why Papa Tater looking like CJ, you doing it again. Like he was embarrassing Ty at the table when they was eating at the restaurant. And I don't know, Ty, she missed court or missed tickets, whatever. I guess she didn't pay her tickets, whatever. So CJ saying that you going to jail. He was putting out her business out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like the family should not expose Ty Taylor's court situation, whatever she didn't pay or something, whatever, that should not be put in a spotlight, because people gonna talk. So you know what I'm saying? I blame them for it, because when you drink and stuff, your mind be all over the place when you drink, okay? But at the end of the day, like I said, like CJ, he was doing too much. Like when I tell you he was doing too much talking, and they telling him you're doing it again, CJ. I don't think that CJ and Ty is gonna last long. A lot of people are saying that, and I don't think they is either, because it's always something. And then you gotta understand, and the sister, I don't think Trend like CJ like that. It's kind of shows alleged. I'm gonna say alleged. I don't know, but every time that Ty have a little issue with her sister, CJ always put his 2 cents in it, and that's not cool. I don't want a man like that put their 2 cents in my conversation, and it don't got nothing to do with you. You get what I'm saying? So I think that some men need to stay out of women's business, especially with their family member. That don't need to be the conversation doesn't need to be involved with them, because CJ think that he part of the family. CJ thinks that he's married to the family, whatever. Y'all not even married, but he so called say they married. I don't know how true this is. Let's see some paperwork if you're really married. You know what I'm saying? Because some celebrity they do show. You know what I'm saying? It's public records. You know what I'm saying? You can look it up and see yourself if they married or not. You know what I'm saying? It costs a little money to find out if somebody's married or not. So I don't know if CJ really making this up or whatever. Tell myself this my wife, we really married, whatever. And he been at Deja and Ty's house for I think a couple of days, and you could tell that Deja kind of irritated. People say that in the comments that she kind of irritated that CJ there or whatever. I don't know what case may be. And then it was rumors going around that Ty was messing around with Dacia's baby dad, alleged. I don't know how true that is. But you know how rumors get messy, and the people in the chat be messy, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But you could tell that they don't like how CJ did Ty. But Ty is dodging all the red flags. I give it like 6 months or close to 2 or 3 months. I say they might last. We'll see. Cause as of right now, every clip they have of CJ, it's not looking too good. Just like Peach McIntyre said, it doesn't look good. It doesn't. So they clipping everything. Like last night, they had clipped something. What happened? So I gotta. You'll give it 2 months. I give it 3 months. We'll see. And then the baby already calling him daddy. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know, the baby 1 or 2 years old. That's too early for a baby, you know what I'm saying? They say that Faye be around ATL Jacob, okay? That's what Mama Taylor be saying, that she do be with her real father. But CJ, he posted on his video that Ty and him, they are riding the car together, and you can hear the baby was laughing, and the baby likes CJ, Faye, the baby. And so at the end of the video, she said daddy, and everybody like, did she just call CJ daddy? So you know what I'm saying, it's too early. I think that a baby shouldn't meet a man, meet a new guy, especially the mama dating a new guy. I think they should wait at least for a year. That's my opinion. That's too early because that child gonna be confused, especially when they that young. You know what I'm saying? I think that they should wait, and that's why Ty's fans are mad at her for letting CJ see and Faye. You know what I'm saying? They mad about that. Now the twins, CJ and Royalty twins, is 6 years old. They getting up age now. You know what I'm saying? But they still don't need to meet Ty until they get up more age, like 10 or 10 or 11. You get what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And people are already calling Ty Taylor a bad mom or whatnot. They already calling her that. CJ called her out in a jokey way, but he was dead for real what he said about Ty. So, you know what I'm saying? She needs to be extra careful when it comes down to CJ. And he don't need to be drinking, because when he drink, it get little intoxicated. And a lot of people is glad that Royalty left CJ for good. And I'm glad she did too. Because some people did not believe Royalty. Now I believe her, but some people did not believe her when it comes down to CJ or whatever. But I believe everything that Royalty said about that man, and it'll blow your mind. So we'll see how this one should go with Ty and Taylor. I understand that she wants a man. People saying that that's Ty's first boyfriend. You might well say that's Ty's first boyfriend, because she used to date a dude named Day Day. He was a rapper. Um, I forgot the song that he was singing. I mean, rapping. I think it's a song called "I Believe in Me" or something like that. I don't know. He got song. It goes like a family feed. They depend on me. They depend on me, or something like that. I don't know if y'all heard that song before, but he got 6 kids. My spouse told me that. I was like, huh? I didn't know that Day Day the rapper had 6 children. So that's not the only Ty Taylor rodeo when she dating these type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? And she choosing the wrong ones. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong of finding love, but let love find you. Don't just hop with a man. You need to be friends with them first. And people don't like to listen. You have to be friends with a person first before you get with somebody. And that's what I did. Because when I got with my spouse, and me and him been together for 9 years, me and him started friends first. We started friends off in 2017. And then we actually became a couple in 2018. So that's how it's supposed to start. You start as friends first. Then, you know, y'all get together. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to meet the child, boom, bam. I think it need to be 1 year, 1 or 2 years. That's just my opinion. So I understand Ty want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? She been single for years, and I understand that. But she need to see the flags that what CJ be saying when he be doing. You know what I'm saying? Just like somebody said that CJ had ate her food, and they said that he spit it out. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know this ain't shit gonna last. I I I really don't know. But we'll have to see. But I think Ty Taylor is on Twitch live. So look like um they had a little party or something or whatever. I don't know what they got going on, but they is on live right now on Twitch. So if y'all want to go to Twitch, y'all go to Twitch and see what they got going on. Look like it's the whole family together, and of course CJ there. And I hope that CJ don't drink again, because every time he drink, he talks stupid. So I think they throwing a party for Daisha's son or daughter. I'm not for sure, but they having to get together, so that's what they doing. But I don't see CJ in the video. I think CJ was getting his hair cut or whatever, but he probably in the cut somewhere. So I don't know. But anyway, y'all, I hope that y'all like this blog. This little blog live I did today. Y'all gonna have to watch the rerun about Peach McIntyre had said about CJ and Ty and Royalty and her kids, whatever. But anyway, y'all, I hope that y'all have an amazing Saturday. I might be going back on live later on, you guys, but I had to come on here to share my little light on opinion on this. But yeah, I'll see y'all guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.